Oh, yeah, we have everything. Let's play some heads up. Let's start with one table, kind of warm up for the day. Yeah. I think I mean, even double suited, it's not amazing. So triple suit with tens. Top two gutter, backdoor diamonds. Gonna raise this flop. You should be checking at a reasonable frequency when two low cards come on the board, I think. So I'm gonna start betting for value. Okay, runouts. Good immediate equity. Pushing equity versus most of his check raise range. And now it gets a bit interesting. So blocking backdoor diamonds with a backdoor club. We do also block some backdoor spades. A lot of his range is going to be some king, king, ace, ace with some backdoor flush draw. Getting a little thin to go for three streets, I think. And it's going to check. Actually, a pretty good card for his range. Once he checks, we have really good showdown. Blocking queen jack, king 10 tens. Range check flop. A little bit of music. Very interesting. I guess we just chop. Yeah, we just check blocking everything. I guess. And in block, we can still get some value from queens with the queen of clubs. Gonna call if he raises here. He's gonna have some king jack bluffs. Um, and I expect his value range to start betting on the turn more. Hopefully the music is not too loud. Fun. I think we have two streets with a nine high flush here. Three hearts is good. The problem is having two kings is pretty bad here. I mean, we still can maybe. The problem is we're only getting one street from two parent sets anyway. And we also give him line to bluff, so it's probably a better check. River, we're going to range check. I expect this to go check check a ton. He's going to have a lot of like random two pair combos here. Huh. Don't like this turn bet. I don't think. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's a thing. An interesting turn. So we do block one straight. Oh, it's pretty tough to get two streets, especially when he checks back on this driver flop. Gonna polarize a river. Very nice on blocking the ace. Check call. We do have C bets on this board, but it's not insanely high given it's rainbow. If it was single suited, it'd be a little bit more liberal. Given our 3-bet range contains more nut suit combos. And plans to call flop, probably call turn on blanks and then decide on river. Turn's going to be better for my range. Still checking, whatever betting king 10 and kings here. Yeah, do you like potting river? We're not bottom of range, but we're getting lower down in range now. Even though we block hearts, we still unblock 8-9. We calm down, Lucy. They're cutting the yard, and the dog is not having it. Buddy, you're gonna be okay. Go back to napping. Girl. Might be a flat with a king high triple suit. I don't think it could be too bad though. We do have a high C bet here. Two-tone dry. We block a 7. I actually don't mind bet folding. We can't check call. We're C betting, I think, roughly 60-ish%. Question is, can we get away with it without a diamond? The 6 does have some remote blocking effects to 8-9. I don't know. Maybe it's a check. I'll have to check this one later. If I had a diamond blocker, I would bet. This still could be a C bet fold. Lucy, calm down, please. So it's only been 42 hands, but he has a micro c-bet. On this dynamic of a board, I'm just going to go pop pot. Trying to decide if we could check raise flop with the gutter. Probably so. So he's going to have some 6-4 in range. He's going to have some of his weakest hearts. He's also going to have some ace-5, ace-9 that we, yeah. Great, that makes sense. That we do have reasonable showdown value versus, so... Again, a bit turn, I obviously have all 9-7 in range. I have some of my weakest Jack-9 in range. All sets, 2-pair, 3-pair, I'm probably betting flop. Versus pot, just fold. Probably just gonna go 2 straights. Don't really... Yeah, I don't really see merit to checking here. So he's a pretty passive player overall, so I am gonna overfold. So ace-3 I pot. I think with 10-3, because we can still occasionally value cut ourselves versus better 3x. I'm not really sweating Jack X. He's going to have a little bit of Jack X, just not enough to be concerned about. We also unblock kings, queens, and aces. And I do still have enough bluffs in my third range here, too. Three streets for value. Need to work on my timing a little bit this match. I think I might be acting a little bit too quickly. So he's 100% c-bet and his 3-bet pots. It's something to be aware of. I think without a backdoor flush draw, not strong enough to check raise. A little too weak to call. With a backdoor flush draw, I think I like call. In 4 card, I like call, but 5 card, I think it's just a little bit too thin. Beautiful-ish hand. And again, it's only been sub 50 hands, but it's not crazy aggressive. He's got a low 3-bet. Backdoor diamonds gutter, we just cannot fold. He still has plenty of rundowns in his 3-bet range. Expect a lot of his range to go a third here, if not half, which we're calling again. And river, he's really going to define his range. Oh, alright, so what's the bottom of my value bet range? My bluffs are going to come from Jack F. Well, I don't really know if I have too many bluffs here by the turn, actually. Probably just check and realize showdown value. Yeah. It feels a little too thin. Ace-Jack I value bet, which is probably the bottom of my range. Ace-8, we'd have to get called by Ace-King, Ace-Queen, which we block. Sorry for any noise in the background. And play, he's going to go a third here. I'm going to call. We're going to play rivers. Or play a river. Now it's interesting. So it's basically saying I have, like, top of his range is probably going to be ace, king, ace, queen. I'm trying to think if we could use a third geometric cross. Plan was kind of a geometric third on turn, third on river. The thing is, we do have two streets against some of his ace-x that would check that turn. And we're probably not getting river bluff, so I think I'm okay with it. Odd stacking blockers, showdown value. And river's very interesting, so he is going to have a little bit of queen jack. I think we do need to bluff this river, actually. We unblock diamonds. He's going to have a little bit of queen jack that's too weak to raise turn. He's going to have some king 10, which obviously makes for good bluff catching because he's often going to have king 10 with a two pair by the river. I think it's okay, though. We're going to range c-bet for a third here. Given it's two-tone, he should have a reasonable c-betting range here. We're obviously raising. Once we start blocking straight draws, even though we're still pretty high up in range, we have plenty of value to get from wraps, flush draws. I don't really see too much merit in just calling here. If the board was a little less dynamic, non-king or non-ace high suit, I think we can still get away with 3-betting. I need to double check some of these combos with a non-nut suit. And a lot of our range wants to check on these boards. These low flops, low paired flops, I think. I could be wrong on this specific one, but I know on a lot of like 4-4-3, 5-5-3, we do want to check. Obviously, it's not a. Even though we have overall range advantage, we're gonna. It's tough to get through streets, and we lack clarity. Even though we block queens, we unblock tens and jacks. I think a third and river pot is good. So I feel like this player is not really getting out of line too often, which is really good. Except in their 3-bet pots, they range 3-bet. Or excuse me, they range c-bet in their 3-bet pots. Double pure ace 9 7 6 3 I think is just a call. As soon as the 3 is a little higher, I don't mind 3-bet. This is a very interesting flop. I mean, I don't see how we can't raise, right? Yeah, it's a raise. We have equity to push. Turn could go check call. And we can induce a little bit as well. Interesting hand. Oh, I'm just talking myself recording. No, you're good. You're good. Have a good hike.
Yeah, it feels like it's 95 degrees outside. It's like in the 80s, but it's just so hot.
Give me a kiss.
I love you.
Very beautiful. Love you.
Are you streaming or just recording?
Just recording. I don't know if I'll stream or not. I'm kind of tired. We'll see.
Are you still? I think I might have stepped on Lucy's cracker and then she took it. Sorry, Lucy.
It's good. Double gutter clubs. Deuce 4 checks, 4-7 blocks or checks, 7-8 pots or blocks. Yeah, I was hoping he would pot it. So he folds 7, or he folds 4-2. I don't think he folds 4-7. I mean, I feel like it's actually close between call and raise. The only reason I think it's that close is because he's not really gotten out of line too often for 2 straights. So I'm a little less tempted to turn this into a bluff. And I don't think he folds 7-4. Again, I could be wrong. Check call flop bottom wrap, double back door. Check call turn. Semi-neutral for ranges, I think. Jack and 10x on the turn. River's, even though we do block wraps, River's actually a pretty good card for my check call range. I have all the 9-10, even though I'm not potting 10-9 there. I still do have king 10-9, which I guess I would go with third. So I like my river bet, I think. I don't know if I like my sizing. But then again, actually, yeah, I do, because we're trying to just apply max pressure. Alright. Yeah. Trying to think if we could ever check this blocking 5-7, but probably not. Highest PR 3 streets away. Excuse me. Flop easy check call. The easy check call. That might be 4-card brain. I feel like we're not folding flush draws there. Let's go back and look at the threshold between 5 and 4. And maybe, I was trying to think, maybe we could start sizing up a little bit, given we're deeper, but probably whatever. Don't hit a check back here. Really, no. I'm not sure what Solver is doing, but I don't really see a point of betting here. We don't have 3 streets. Yeah, we block some of his continuing range. I mean, maybe we do, because we do block some of his continuing range. We can deny equity to Ace, King, Queen. Actually, I kind of think I do like a bet with the triple backdoor clubs as well. Turn check. Betting with, we're starting to value cut ourselves. He still has plenty of 8x. He's going to have his worst 10x. He's going to play like this. We have a very small amount of showdown value. Block jack 9. Yeah, this isn't a bluff, I don't think. Don't think we get to bluff there. Maybe we do, maybe I'm wrong. Gonna check raise flop. Typically I split between 50 and pot here. His checkback range, though, in theory should have some showdown value. So I don't mind sizing turn up a little bit as an exploit. I don't think he's going to pick up on that. Excuse me. Coming off a cold. I think we can fold at 9-8, but once we have the full bottom wrap, it's a little bit too much. Having the heart blocker does allow us to see rivers a little bit more on heart turns as well. Yes, we can have some implieds on a queen, but... Or, excuse me, some reverse implieds on a queen, but... And versus this, yeah, we're just... Again, the plan is basically to overfold until they show me differently. See if we can add another table. Almost afraid to open another table on this site. Keeps freezing. We actually do have a high C bet here. And blocking king, queen, queen, 9 at the 10 is pretty nice. Very good turn for my range. I almost don't mind half-half again because we block the 10 and queen 9. Just so tough to get. Like, checking here I feel like is a waste of value, but I feel like potting on this driver texture is a little bit overdoing it. Fake, tank, polarize. Yeah. Versus clickback, I'm just calling. I mean, he either has a nuts or he doesn't. Kind of sucks. I blocked two of them. But I get to see information, so don't ever really expect this guy to be bluffing that spot. This particular opponent. Better to get the information, in my opinion. No, he's gone.